Good evening, people. Happy to see you're here. My regular friends. SM, Expose, Loudmouth Ballad, and whoever else is here. If you're out there, Beachball, post a comment. You're welcome to come on. Have a chat. I seen that your stream yesterday. What am I saying? You finally gave Chucky control. And he did a fine job. He's a hell of a lot better presenter than you are. Clean, decent looking man. Must be terrible to be on stage like that. Just listening to a little bit of it here.
Older teenagers that they might be more, like friendly towards the camera. But there's a lot of people there, man. I'm really surprised at how many people are out. Yeah, crazy, huh? Yeah. I'm very happy about it. Chuck, now how does he donate to Chuck? No, he can donate a pack of trinkets. That's just gonna. They probably don't trust me. They think I won't give them the money.
Of course you wouldn't, you cheap bastard.
That's my channel. Thank you, Chuck. But, it's so funny that guys come on here like New York City. But when I mean, like,
we come on when you're not there, you idiot.
It's like, I know, but it's about doing something different.
A bit garbled, isn't it? You know what? We'll just go back to it. We'll just bypass it out. There we go. Took the distortion out completely. How's that sound? Better? Anyway, so I hear that in the last couple live streams, he's not getting many donations. Oh my goodness gracious me. The famous Times Square, New York City live stream got $10 in donations. $5 of that was from Soy Dog Cowboy himself. Does appear he knows New York quite well. Anyway, he I'm gonna go to manual here. Oh, it's too late to put manual. There, let's test that. How's that sound? Give me a sound check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 3 4. Waiting for a reply, which there's about a 30-second delay. Up the one bypass, damn it. Okay, well, we'll just go with this for tonight. This isn't going to be a long stream. So he's you know what? I think Chuck did a darn good job. Now, if we can only get Chuck to dump this group of losers and do things for himself, would be a good thing to see. So I haven't viewed LMM's new video yet. I got it up here on Q. Let's play it and take a look.
The people who were being nasty to him were all black. They weren't whites being nasty to him. They were blacks, and they were all giving him shit for being fat, for being, ugly, for being whatever. And it's a shame.
They don't like my clothing. Yeah, well, isn't that a shame?
Listen, you take your financial advice from the Jewish and from the gays.
Oh my God.
I agree.
There's 3 racial groups hit right there.
Yeah, so don't get me started on it. You know how I feel about it. So they can issue a racial insult, but if you do, you're the devil. That's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
No, they were blacks.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're like a rest. I gotta make this a color thing, Chuck. It is what it is. That's why. Yeah, it's not a color thing. I was joking, but right. It just happened to be that's what it was. They just happened to be of that complexion. And he called you a hunky? Yeah, you believe that? Multiple times. I mean, listen, then again, you've got My Ding-a-Ling. That was a popular song back in the day. That's My Ding-a-Ling, My Ding-a-Ling. Can't stop playing with my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah, you've been playing with your ding-a-ling-a-ling way too much.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Yeah. But that song, One Night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. You know what that song means, Lord, right?
Oh, Lord. Why are they allowing him to continue with this? You know, Scott, I tell you a little secret. It's time for you to hang it up and give it up. You've only got a small group of maybe 7 or 8 regular watchers that have come on there. I think most of the people that are out of the other 35 people, maybe 40 people, are probably haters that watch you. People like us that just can't believe the things you say. It just cannot understand the sickness of your mind. You just attacked the black people. You attacked the gays. You attacked the Jewish people, Japanese. I'm afraid you're losing what little sense you had to start out with. Come on, Beachball. Come on to chat. Type something in. I'll let you on. I won't shut off your microphone. We'll have a chat. An open, frank discussion of your narcissism. You see, folks, when a man has accomplished nothing in life, and I do mean nothing, he tends to hang on to the smallest little thing he can to make himself popular. And really, all you do is you make yourself look worse and worse. And big thumbs up for Alex for telling you to go fuck yourself. He is not going to let you order him around to play one of the Three Stooges on your sitcom of a show that you put up on YouTube. Nice when the boy can finally tell you to fuck off, eh? I love it. It's about time. Maybe all those beatings and everything, all the badgering you did to that poor kid, it didn't work. He's got a mind of his own. Funny, like, can you see what I have up on the screen here? I really don't. I'll try to bring it up full size and see if that makes it look any bigger. No, it doesn't actually. It just went smaller. So anyway, you can see the text up in the far corner here. It's all here. This was things that were sent to me back when you were sick, and I don't really want to put it out there, but I found some jewels when I was looking through it the other day. Your wife had to deposit 25,000 baht because your insurance couldn't handle your surgery. One night in the hospital, and he's complaining. One shot, $150 for antibiotics. Insurance told me they'll only cover $225 more of this. The wife coughed up $1,000, and they haven't even done the surgery on you yet. Now this is the gem here. I might screenshot that and send that to my friend SMM, where once again he admits to his failings as a man, as a provider, as a father, while he was having his money troubles in hospital. He mentions his parents. They're retired, and they've already helped me pay some of my previous bills. My illness should not be a burden for anyone. I asked, can you get out and go to the States for surgery? His answer, well, if I died, I can guarantee you my wife and kids. And I'm not sure what else he said. Once again, just another piece of shit. Never going to change. Come on, there's 6 out there now. I know you're listening. Beachball, say hello. Why did you expect nothing more when you hit close to 60 in life? That by not working and building a home and saving money, that when you got old, did you expect that everything was just gonna just fall into place and everybody was gonna take care of you? Like, what sort of thinking is that? And then you claim to be this guru that can advise people on how to travel to Thailand and how to move to Thailand and live in Thailand. You're a failure. You're yourself. You're a complete failure. You've done nothing for yourself. As you can see here, folks, I'm just flying off the top of my head. I don't have anything planned. I was actually busy today doing things. As I went out to Lake Huron earlier in the day, went out to see my boat because I found a sale for it. So I'm gonna sell it. So the 32-foot carver is gone too. But see, I have things. I've worked hard for life, for a living. So, you know, these things you can sell. You can make money out of them if you can no longer use them anymore. But what a wasted life. What a wasted life. And now I love it when you told Alex, when you said to Alex, you're going to have to take a hit for the family and help out here. I haven't been reading my comments here. I should. I'm gonna go up to my my StreamYard's screen. Oh, I always have time for everybody here. We have 6 watching right now. So other than the two of you that are on there right now, there's 4 others watching. Well, it was a pretty entertaining live stream, and Chucky is entertaining. I have to give that to him. Chucky's not an asshole like Beachball is. You know, he can take some abuse from people and laugh it off. Doesn't bother him. He doesn't feel the need to defend himself continuously. So in the past week, you've gotten maybe $20 in donations. Beachball, good going. Not even 1,000 baht. About 500 baht, 600 baht. What a success of a man you are. What a successful man. What a slime ball. Anybody else have any news? Hold on here. I'm not propping up Scott by any means. I'm complimenting Chucky that he did a good job. Oh, he wanted me to shoot myself. Good. I took that real seriously. What I'm saying here, maybe I'm not putting it succinctly enough, is that give up Beachball. Just shut the channel down. Have a little self-respect. Just go away. Just stop. I liked your last video, the one you just put out. You must have had timed it to go along with tonight's live stream. Well, we got 7 watching now. Somebody type a message. Let me know who's out there. I don't imagine if it's any of the birds that are watching. Any of my angry bird friends. What we have been doing, and especially to Loudmouth Bellin, is working. North Shore Bowls Club. You can tell he has no self-respect. He is morbidly obese. Yes, sir. He certainly is. He's got no self-respect in the way he speaks and the way he carries himself, the way he dresses, and the way he just sits there, and he's getting wider and wider and wider. And welcome, North Shore Bowls Club. I'm glad that you typed a message in. You are welcome here to type a message in. We love to get ideas, suggestions from anybody. This is a channel that you're welcome on. But if you know anything about my history, I was a mod. I modded for him for about 3 years. Thank you. Can I just ask, do I know you, North Shore Bowls Club? Just curious. I don't want to know if you have another channel, I don't want to know the name. But we're glad. Loudmouth Ballad and SM Prop are all good guys. We all basically want the same thing. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. That's all I need to know. You're welcome here. You're welcome to keep your anonymity. It's not a problem. I apologize if I'm not a great presenter. You know, I made my living as an engineer, not as a YouTuber. Yes, you've grown a great way, LMM, in the way you adapted your videos to avoid strikes. I'm really proud of you and what you've done, and your creativity is excellent. If you notice, I've quit making videos now because yours are so much better than mine ever were. It's not that I've given up the fight. It's just that you're so much better at this than I am, and I give you credit for it. So, who thinks that Beachball should just hang it up get off of YouTube, continue gaining weight until, like any type of a blister, he'll pop, squirt. There'll be crud all over the place, and he'll just be gone. You know? And I know that you're. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Beachball should be deflated and put in the back of the shed and forgotten about. Yes, he should be. He should be for sure. Mind you, that beach ball holds a lot of air. There's a lot. Can you imagine what's inside of that body? He is now, I believe, wider than he is tall. If you put a measuring tape around him, it will come out to 60 inches probably, which is about how tall he is. 5 foot, fuck all. But you don't see his kids gaining weight like him. See, he can't stop eating. He spoons peanut butter down his throat like. He seems nerdier 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, I think he's had or going to have some sort of breakdown. He's falling apart at the seams. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for him. The kids could do well without him now. The wife is still good looking. She can easily meet another Farang man or just live out her years in the South in her new house. That she's the one that saved all the money for it. I still say that within the next year or so, she's going to give him the boot. She's going to kick him to the curb. Yes, he's in line for an inheritance from his mother and his stepfather. And I'm hoping, you see, that's what bothers me the most, is that when both my parents passed away, my brother and I, because there was only the two of us, we inherited a small amount and we gave the house to one of our children and kept it in the family. And yes, he brings the relationship nothing. He can't provide for his own family. If you really think about that, how can he provide? He has no income. He has a number of different passive incomes, YouTube being one of his biggest, selling these Teespring t-shirts. Another one. his Amazon store, which I'm sure does no business whatsoever. So other than the maybe $500 a month that Mummy sends to him to keep him going, he has nothing. And karma is funny. Karma is funny, my friends, because he will not get a big slew of money from his parents passing away. Something will screw that up for him. I suspect it's his sister, his half sister in Florida. Will put a stop to it. Now, if I had a son like that, a ne'er-do-well that's accomplished nothing in life, and I probably couldn't just write him out of the will completely. But I would do like Twitchy's parents did, is leave a fund, a monthly fund for him to live on. Forget the word I'm looking for right now. So I would continue to send him, instead of $500 a month, I'd send him $400 a month till he dies. Well, you know what, SM Prop, I cannot. Yeah, have you ever dated a Thai woman? Thai women are different than Western women. Not that I have a great deal of knowledge about it, because I don't, just from what I've studied and what I've learned. You know, she didn't expect that much out of him. And he's promised her and promised her and promised her and promised her that things will get better. And after the last 15 or 18 years living in that townhouse in the mall in Happy Land, she's still there. That's why she's going to leave him. That's why she's going to kick him to the curb. I miss not seeing Shorty. Shorty hasn't chimed in at all lately. I hope you're well, Shorty. Well, that is true. The Thai women expect a Western man to have money. But don't forget, he met her when she was probably about 17, 18 years old. Probably fresh off the farm. And you know, he's groomed her that way. I hope you're wrong, North Shore Bulls Club. But, you know, maybe I can understand her waiting to see what sort of money comes when his mother does pass away. I mean, the poor woman is done without nothing. Presents, nice clothes, everything. But I'm glad that Shorty listens in after. Shorty, we're thinking about you. We miss not seeing you on here. And we're happy for our new member of the group, the North Shore Bulls Club. Sounds like she's only putting up with it as she can see money coming in when his mother's pass away. Yes, yes. That's a very good possibility. I would have to agree with you. Maybe she can divorce him and try and get some of that money. He'll never pay her off a penny, but he could try. She can try. I don't hold anything against Bo. That woman actually has to sleep with that fat pig, and she's a small, 5 foot tall, tiny Asian lady, Thai lady. Could you imagine laying beside that fat, smelly, sweaty thing every night? Could you imagine what it would be like? He would return to the U.S. before he ever gave her a dime of that inheritance. She can't be with him for his looks or his poor excuse for a body. I don't even understand how she can be sexually aroused for him. She must be able to just lay there and turn her mind off and just let him do what he wants. Poor girl. And as you notice, if you look back at his vlogs, he's getting bigger and bigger and fatter and fatter. Oh yes, he smells. Oh yes, any person as fat as he is smells. It's just biological. Doesn't have to do with the type of food he eats or anything else. Where there are folds of flesh and air cannot flow, bacteria grows and there is smell. Anybody that's grotesquely overweight like he is gets out of the shower, baby powders between his folds of flesh where his belly hangs down over his dick. And to put up with the disgusting slob eating all day long, watching him grow would be, and his laziness, she must be a strong woman. Good God, she must be. I don't know how she does it. You would think somebody that has nothing going for himself, like Beachball does, would be a nicer person. But instead, he's just worse and worse. Isn't it funny, people? Whenever I go on here to chat with you guys, that's when my dog decides she's going to walk on the floor with her clicking nails. Why do you do that, Sadie? Why do you do that? That just goes over the microphone like you wouldn't believe. Why don't you sit down beside Daddy? Come on, sit down beside Dad. That's my girl. That's my girl. I'm growing D. My third from last video got 100 views in about 24 hours. Hey, cool. Let's take a look. See, I watch your channel. I watch with bated breath when no, to look and see when you're going to upload something. Oh boy, 111 views. Congratulations, sir. Well, this to celebrate that. Let's play it again one more time for you, Mr. LMM. 25 subscribers. See, I don't understand this, and I do not buy subscribers. Frankly, I wouldn't know how to. But if you look at my channel and you look at certain videos, like a couple of videos I put up when I was shooting, got close to 1,000 views, but 600 people subscribing to me. I can't see it. I just can't see it. Anyway, let's listen to this. 111 views 2 days ago. You're doing well, sir.
An announcement. The Guillermo of our little stream, that's Bum Gun Chuck, in case you don't know. He's taken off. He should have taken off already. We're going to have a stream with Chucky live from Times Square. So that should be interesting. And the plan is to get Chuck to go around to people, passive individuals who won't beat him up, hopefully. He's going to be in Times Square, and the idea is that he is going to find people who he thinks he can ask, hey, do you know what a bum gun is?
And of course,
and then if they don't, he's going to explain it to them. If they do, he's going to say, so which do you prefer? Do you prefer toilet paper or water?
And people had to pause here. To my knowledge, Chucky didn't ask anybody that ridiculous, stupid question. How do you clean your ass after you go for a shit? Walk up to any stranger and ask them that. See what happens when you get punched in the head. That's a real friend, this Beachball is. Trying to get poor Chucky punched in the head.
Most would think you're nuts to not suggest using toilet paper. I don't know why people would think you're nuts. That's just...
If you haven't used a bidet, and nearly all Americans have not.
And then there's always like, well, what's going to happen? Because my ass is all wet and it's going to be dripping water and I don't want to put my underwear on with a wet ass. Well, you learn. You learn how to get around that. It's not that big of a deal. And then if your underwear is a tiny bit wet, it's not such a big deal. I'd much rather have a lip.
I have a sprayer bum gun set up in my house because frankly it is cleaner than toilet paper, and I have a small hand towel, one per day, that I just use to wipe any excess water off. There's never any feces, there's never anything like that. It's all clean, it's all natural, it's all good. Then again, I wouldn't ask a stranger on the street, do you use it? How do you wipe your ass?
Little bit wet butt that's clean and squeaky clean, then have use toilet paper. I don't know if you heard, Chucky will be in Times Square in New York. He's going to be talking to people, asking them questions, interesting, insightful questions.
Chucky, if you're there, listen to me. Listen good. For you, soy dog bitch. And for the lady on the Big Island, You made yourself look a lot better when you stayed away from that fat piece of shit. I suggest you go back to it. And Chucky, don't put up with his shit. Because he will continue to
That's
give
so
it to
well
you
done.
until you bite back. The minute you bite back is the minute that he will back off like a little cowardly, no-neck rat into a corner.
That's so well done. Kudos to you, LMM. Oh, it's shame you had to leave North Shore Bulls Club. Hope to see you again. Bye now. These are people that you're attracting, LMM. We're only getting started. We're starting to grow a group. We're starting to grow our own little group of people, like-minded, that want to get rid of this asshole off of YouTube. So I'm going to. What are you barking at, Pete? What are you barking at, pup? It's a Rottweiler I've got in the house, and she doesn't like people walking around outside. And I live far away from the city, so it could be a bear outside. Bears are starting to coming out now. They're hungry. Anyway, personal to Beachball. Come on here, Scotty. Are you that afraid of me? Are you that afraid of an old man that you want me to shoot myself? Are you that afraid? I want to know what works in your mind and what doesn't work. How could you ask somebody to commit suicide? What sort of rot have you got between your ears? I would commit suicide by proxy. Can you understand what that means? Using you as a proxy? If I was you and I had no life like you do, your kids don't need you anymore. The wife doesn't need you anymore. You probably never did. Your days are over. Time to run home to mommy. Should try to go back to Florida before she passes away. So at least you can hug her, give her a kiss, tell her you love her. Do something right in your life. Try to do something right. As I can see here, you're not going to come on here. You're going to hide. You're not going to come on and speak to us. We'll just keep growing and growing. And I apologize that I didn't have anything prepared. People, I'm just speaking off the cuff. Maybe I sound like I'm repeating myself, but every couple days it goes by, I don't know if you can see it, but I can. He's going downhill. His life is getting worse. 3 years ago or 4 years ago, he would not sit back at a small window on his YouTube and hand the center focus to somebody else. He knows he's finished. People, if you look at the new live streamers, that are out there, Be More Ron, numbers of the Barbecue Beer Freedom, whatever his name is. These guys are all doing well. You did us all hour off the cuff. Well, thank you. I wanted to prepare a little bit for this, but I had to go out and do a little bit of work in the yard, and I was feeling a little bit tired, so I went for a nap, and I set my alarm to just wake up before the live stream was due to start. Bangkok Diaries. Now, there's a man who works probably 5 hours a day teaching English online and still puts out 3 entertaining blogs a day. And he does it without insulting, without making other people sick to their stomach while he does it. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry I wasn't better prepared. The next one will be in a few days. I promise I'll be better prepared for the next one. If you have any suggestions for a theme, for the next live stream, please leave it in the comments. Josh in La La Land. Haven't seen him. But there's a lot of good ones. Look at Greg. Look at Twitchy. There's a man. I wish I could talk half as good as he can. He's like a Joe Rogan, Twitchy. He's like a Joe Rogan. He can talk. And of the rest of them, there's nobody else. So anyway, folks, I'm going to sign off. Thank you. Leave me any suggestions for what we should do on the next live stream if you can. And everybody take care. God bless you. Have a good night or a good morning, depending on where you are on the world, what country you're in, everything else. So God bless you. Good night.